Back in Week 5, the Patriots won a defensive grinder in their first matchup against the Dolphins. Can Miami get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
We are about 15 miles north of downtown Miami. This is Hard Rock Stadium here in South Florida. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies: can you protect the ball on offense, and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Dolphins come out on offense, and the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He led the NFL a year ago in passing yardage. Hard to believe this is season 5 already from Alabama. Greg, Tua, 26 years old, and his time is now.
I think when you go back and watch last week's game, Mike, I think two things were at play. Number one, let's give credit to the defense. I think they did a nice job of identifying some of the easy layups we've seen this quarterback hit from a week-to-week basis. They took it away. They made him go to his second, third check down through his progression. And then secondly, when the play did line up, when they did get the look they wanted, he just missed a lot of throws. So they know they cannot afford another pedestrian performance out of him this week. If he can play to the standard we've seen in weeks past, they can have a better chance of having a better result.
They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Hill brought in motion. They'll stay on the ground with Achan. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's going to run it. And with defenders closing in, he says enough is enough and slides to a halt there. A big-time play for the Dolphins. 32 yards.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They'll bring Waller in motion here. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll bring Waller in motion here. Tua will give it to Achan, and he'll get forward for about a yard. Jack Gibbons is there to bring him down. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man, left side. He's got it. A Pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Westbrook-Akine motioning here. They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Christian Gonzalez, first rounder out of Oregon. Tight coverage there. Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Again, it's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are out to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Now a give to Achane, heading right. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A play fake. Now Tua to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. A flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back to South Florida after this. Here's May. Throwing left side. Then it's taken in by Williams.
Well, there's not a lot to this route. Man coverage and you got a drag route. Give him a little something off the line and go. Win with speed. Good accurate ball on the front shoulder pad. Allows him to pick up the rest after the catch and leads to a big gain.
On second down, it's May. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? May gonna look to throw. Open man, Demario Douglas. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he's going to have the Pats' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
Here's 1st and 10. We'll go right back to Stevenson. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. To throw is May. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down. Two minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the toss, they'll run. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Out of the gun, here's May. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. He's going to tuck it and go.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's third down and a few inches. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. They'll go. Here's May. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his third touchdown on the year.
Are you kidding me?
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Dolphins offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The next drive about to get started. Before it does, I want to take a look ahead at what's coming up this week. Tonight, Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Rams. Great NFC battle at SoFi. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, it's the Ravens and Chargers also at SoFi Stadium. And we'll take a peek ahead now. The Thanksgiving Day triple header starts with Bears-Lions in Detroit, Giants-Cowboys in Arlington, and a good one to wrap up the holiday. Dolphins and Packers from Lambeau Field. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we head north to Orlando, we're going to join the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. The rookie first-round pick, J.J. McCarthy, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they trail the visiting Lions in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Giants trying to finish that one off and claim victory. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. He'll start at the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Stevenson. And he'll take this to the 35, and that'll move the chains. It's a 1st down. Williams in motion. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
May to throw on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Now May. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.
Give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with Stevenson. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Willie Gay with the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is May. Off he goes. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Throwing now is May. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the 1st half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this 2nd half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Hill brought in motion. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, here's Tua. And they are all over him yet again. He'll go down once more.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They snap it to Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it 1st and goal. To throw now, May. To the goal line and in. Austin Hooper. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. And the Pats will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Finding space at the 40.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Tua gonna throw here on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now you hold your breath when you see this. That's Tua, who's in some obvious discomfort. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. That is caught at the 3. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. And he's in. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Miami. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins get back in it. It is 21-7. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And it's looking like the win streak to start the year is going to continue for another week. What a tremendous performance here as they are out to finish this one off. Now Stevenson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. That one to the veteran Hooper. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. May going to look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Here's May again. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 2, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
This has the makings of a really good young tandem in New England. I mean, May, the rookie quarterback, 1st-round pick. Douglas, only in his 2nd year, Mike. So the Patriots' hopes are high that these two can not only grow together, but they can continue to fit in some pieces around them and really try to improve this offense.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. May to the air once more. He's going to run it.
1st and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd and goal.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Off the play fake, it's May. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 3. and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to air this one out. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a road win here for the Patriots. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November.